Hey guys, Janine here with another review for you. Last holiday season, I did a series called Something Streaming, where I shared some holiday films you could check out on various streaming services. So I am back with that series, talking some fun streaming films again that you can watch to get you in the Christmas spirit. Our It's a Wonderful podcast patrons voted on the genre of holiday film I was going to talk on this series, and they chose holiday romance, holiday rom-coms. So that's what I have been talking on this series. And today I am talking about Xmas from this year, 2023. And you can find that on Freevee. The film stars Robbie Amell and Leighton Meester, two actors who are great at playing kind of likable jerks. So I think this role where we had to have a love-hate antagonistic kind of relationship between the two, they were a great fit for that.
Al, I love you so much.
We're getting married!
So are you and Graham talking anymore?
No. His family, on the other hand, I miss them.
Hiya, sweetie. We're so excited that you're coming for Christmas.
I can't come home this year.
I'm sorry. I have a deadline.
You know what? I think this is about Allie because
She ripped out my heart, stomped on it.
Okay.
surprise!
Graham, what are you doing here?
I found all of these in the back closet.
What are you doing here?
I thought you said he was working.
Is that Allie?
Shut up.
You're kind of freaking out.
You invited my ex-fiance to Christmas.
You know, I really should go.
You're not going anywhere.
I have to get mom and dad to dump Allie. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sharing my family forever.
Oh my God.
My family will work up the courage to ask you to leave before Christmas morning.
Do you want to bed?
You're gone.
I loved Robbie Amell in The Duff. He was great in that film and had some great comedy chops there. Leighton Meester, I was not a Gossip Girl girly, so I've only seen kind of clips of her in that, so I know that she was kind of this likable jerk in that as well. So definitely seeing glimmers of that in this film as well. So for the title alone, this film is getting bonus points. I mean, Xmas, I think, is really fun as it's a story about two exes who are kind of stuck spending Christmas together. Robbie Amell and Leighton Meester play Graham and Allie, a couple who was engaged until Allie broke off the engagement. Graham's family is asking him to come home for Christmas, but he's been given this insane Christmas Day deadline for a video game he's designing. He ultimately feels like he's hit rock bottom and a series of depressing things happen to him. So he decides, you know what, I am gonna go home. So he decides to go home, expecting this great reception from his family, only to learn that because he wasn't coming, they invited his ex, who he was with for several years, who is practically family to them. They invited her to stay for Christmas. So now him and the woman who dumped him, his ex-fiance, are stuck under the same roof with his family over Christmas. And obviously he's bitter because his family has taken in the woman who scorned him. So that plays into a lot of the comedy and gives us our great title, Xmas. So obviously we have to have a very quirky family in this film. So Graham's parents are just that, very silly characters played by Catherine Greenwood and Michael Hitchcock. Also in this family, we have his sister Mindy, played by Veronica Slowakowska, and his brother Elliot, played by Stephen Hugh. Ultimately, a battle kind of ensues between Graham and Allie, where Graham is like, you know, this woman, you know, ripped my heart out, so I'm going to show my family how terrible she is, so they will send her away and stop inviting her to things. Because the family kind of reveals that they have invited her to quite a bit of things that Graham never goes to because he's always busy working. So the family's really tight-knit with her. She knows kind of all of the gossip and drama happening with his sister, and she's in the know of all the family happenings that Graham always misses because he's always too busy to spend quality time with the family. So he really has to work to get the family against Allie. So fun little situations arise where he's trying to do this, where they're trying to mess with each other, make each other look bad to the family, and that's kind of the layers of where this film goes. I didn't have too many laugh out loud moments, but I was enjoying myself with the kind of sabotages that these two were doing to each other. Ultimately, we do get into some sentimental moments where they actually have a conversation about why it really ended between the two of them, because that felt very unresolved for Graham. And so I like that they actually get into the conversation of why they broke up, because that, I think, was what had Graham so upset and angry, is because he felt like she never really wanted to talk about it. There's situations where she wants to talk about it now in this situation with his family, but he doesn't want to talk about it. So finally, when they have that moment where they sit down and really get into why it ended, those are some actually really great, well acted, emotional scenes. We do actually get into some serious things later in the plot as well. So I like those moments, really balancing out the extreme silly comedy of moments. I think these actors also have some great chemistry. There's a moment where the mom's baby Jesus keeps getting stolen from the nativity. So when it first happens, Graham and Allie volunteer to go buy her a new baby Jesus to replace it. And so they can't find anything. They find like the bottom of the barrel, like really crappy things to fill the nativity with. And so them kind of playing with all the different things they could select for the baby Jesus is a really cute scene between the two of them. And it's like right at the height of their disdain with each other. So when we kind of ease into this really cute moment where you can see, okay, I get why they're together. And I like that we don't see them together first and see the breakup like as part of the continuity of the film. As the film that we're watching, we end up seeing like bits of how the relationship grew, how they met, when they broke up, through flashback moments. So I like that it doesn't pull away. This is the story we're in, this kind of rivalry between the two of them at his parents' house. This is where we're living and sitting, and then what happened previous to any of that we'll just get through flashbacks. So I liked that it didn't, take too much time away from the story we were in to kind of let us know what happened between these two. So when we do get a moment like the moment of them shopping for the baby Jesus, it's a little reminder and a nod to, okay, since we didn't see fully the relationship, we're getting a moment to see, okay, I can understand how they were together, why they were together, because they do have this chemistry and they do seem to have like these cute, funny moments and understand each other's sense of humor. So throwing a moment like that in there amongst kind of the chaos of their feud, was really nice, because we don't really see their love story other than through kind of flashback moments. Ultimately, I liked the parent characters. I think they were really funny, trying to play both sides of Allie and Graham. The sister, I think she was a really likable character as well, and really funny, and they had a really great brother-sister dynamic. And, the sister ends up sharing that, she was in a broken relationship, like she broke up with her girlfriend, and she was scared to tell Graham. And so we get into kind of a bit of a brother-sister kind of emotional conversation about why their relationship isn't as close as it used to be, or as much as the sister would like it to be. So we take time to delve into other aspects of the family aside from this feud just happening between Graham and Allie. So I think the family is a lot of fun, and then we get just the fun hijinks between the two of them. They have great chemistry, and then we do get into some real things peppered throughout, and it doesn't really mess with the tone. I think it's pretty well balanced between the kind of extreme comedy aspects of things and the sensitive, heartfelt moments that happen in the film, and the more serious things that happen in the film. So I do like the balance that's happening. We throw in two other romantic characters that Allie and Graham end up kind of using to make each other jealous. So that leans into some pretty goofy comedy, but nothing that really pulled me out of the movie, I'll say. Generally, I had a lot of fun with this film. I liked the premise, the title, Chef's Kiss. Our characters are really fun to watch. Got a little bit extreme in moments, but I think for a movie doing a kind of couples rivalry thing set at Christmas, it was a lot of fun. And I absolutely love Robbie Amell, so him really kind of leading this film. He did a great job, and he was really kind of a strong moment for me, a strong character in really getting me on the side of this movie. So yeah, I really had a lot of fun with Xmas. You can find it on Freevee, which I think is connected to Amazon Prime, so you could watch it there as well. From 2023. This was a really fun little movie. So thank you guys for joining me for this Something streaming series this holiday season. I had a lot of fun checking out some new holiday films that you can find to watch at home on these streaming services. I have 2 other Something streaming reviews on holiday films, so check those out if you want some more recommendations of things to watch. If you want to see when we have something new coming to the channel, hit that notification bell, and you will be privy to all of the happenings on the It's a Wonderful Podcast YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, do all of the things. Check out the It's a Wonderful podcast feed. We have some great shows over there to listen to. So watch us, listen to us, and I will see you in the next review. Bye.